Hey, good day, guys. Here today to talk to you about my most recent acquisition. Pretty excited about this one. I'm not usually a knife guy, but I've been kind of interested in picking up a utility knife that was portable, could carry, either on my belt or in a jacket pocket or around my neck. I'm a service technician, so quite often, just day to day, even when I'm off duty, you end up with different situations where you may need to either cut something like a tie strap or a piece of tape or a box or whatnot, and looking around for something to do this with. I've tried carrying Swiss Army knives and different multi-tool type objects, but what I've always found is the knife is the most used tool out of all the little multifunction options. So typically I'll buy whatever, $80, $100 Swiss Army knife or $30, $40 multi-tool, and I'll wear out the knife, and now it just becomes a useless hunk of metal hanging at my belt. So started looking into some blades, happened upon the category of neck knives. Um, didn't know you can wear knives around your neck outside of ninja movies. Um, Not much of an outdoorsman, though I'd like to be. Um, a very intriguing genre. There was anything from tiny little knives that you can wear very discreetly on up to some fairly heavy duty ones. Because I'm not planning to wear this out in the bush around my neck or otherwise, I wanted something a little bit sturdier that would actually give me functionality. Uh, a relatively good quality blade that like would stay sharp, keep an edge, and also be able to do some light to medium tasks with it. So without further ado, this is the Schrade um, SCHF16, which lots of reviews on this already. It's by Taylor Brands. I ask you to pardon my camera's focus a bit there with the smaller lettering, but we have just received this from Amazon yesterday, Amazon.ca. Came in 2 days with Prime. Love Amazon Prime. But without further ado, I'd like to open it up and take a look with you guys. So let's open up the box. The first thing you see right on top is the sheath. This is made of Kydex, as if you know if you've seen any other reviews, of which there are plenty. It's a pretty good material, very resilient. Comes with a paracord lanyard or necklace, I guess. Um, I like the fact that it's got the four um, grommeted holes there, so you can lash it in different configurations. I kind of picture, either lash to like a backpack if you're out somewhere, or even to like the side of your tool bag, if you will. In the car, uh, this could also be maybe with a zip tie or something mounted somewhere conveniently. In the vehicle where you could get to in an emergency, say a seatbelt needed to be cut, or a windshield needed to be broken out, or a window. Like you could do any number of things with this. Looks fairly sturdy, hardened. Like I said, don't have a ton of experience, so I guess if it was a really crappy one, I still wouldn't know the difference. But we'll see how it fits in a minute. I'll leave that right there. And on to the best part. First impression, before I even take off the plastic, this is heavy. This is, it's I can't picture wearing this around my neck yet, but I knew it was going to be a larger knife. So just take some of this packaging out of the way and take a look. So right away, yeah, it comes with a little plastic guard on the tip. I'm gonna assume that means I should be careful. That's probably fairly sharp. bit of oil. Okay, so right away you take a look. Very nice looking knife, you know, so you've got the Schrade logo prominently displayed. Black and steel. Very nice fit and finish. Not sure if that comes across in the video as well or not, but from what I can see, you know, the handle, you know, along with the blade, of course a full tang blade, but everything is very, very nicely finely machined and finished. Jimping up at the top, also, you know, like it's got a nice finish to it. 90-degree angles on the end, as I've seen in other reviews. Works very well with a fire starter. I don't have one yet, so we'll have to test that at a later date. Practical use for those of us who aren't crawling around out in the bush. Before mentioned emergency kit in the car. So you take a look at this end here. You can use it to tie like a lanyard of some sort on directly onto the knife, but also very hard. If you wanted to break through your windshield in a pinch, or you know, like your driver's side window or what have you, if you were, you know, trapped in your vehicle. Of course, if you wanted to do that, you'd also have to make sure that this is mounted somewhere accessible in your vehicle, which is something I'm investigating currently. I want you know, to be able to strategically place emergency supplies in the vehicle in a case of you know, of something like this. You know, being from Canada, get a fair amount of snow, ice. I'm a service technician, like I said, heating, air conditioning. I'm out in the boondocks quite a bit, middle of the night. You know, it would do to have you know, something like this on hand in an emergency. Anyway, the blade, of course, excellent for cutting seat belts or anything else for that matter. Tie straps are usually a big thing with me. Love using them for, you know, anything from, you know, securing extension cords, or, you know, my refrigerant gauges, or whatever. Children are being unruly. No, just kidding. Anyway, you know, I have to test that at a later date when I'm doing more of a practical hands-on test. But for now, yeah, overall first impressions, very nice. I have long, skinny hands. Yeah, could have been a hand model. No, not really. Okay, but yeah, it's a good feel. I love this little bit here, you know, where your finger just kind of seems to fit perfectly. You know, it's got a big enough grip. You know, you get a full-handed grip on this knife, and the thumb just kind of naturally falls right on the jimping, right up there. It gives it a very good grip. You know, so you're picturing, I've seen guys, you know, whittling wood or chopping down trees and God knows what else with it. But you know, for me, yeah, it's you know, cutting into, you know, something you know, like those tie straps, or cutting into you know, a bit of plastic or some boxes, whatnot. Had a situation just the other day. It was a cover I had to take off of a mixing valve that you know, was plastic. The nut was, somebody had stripped it completely, couldn't get it off. 10 minutes messing around with a little screwdriver, trying to tear it to bits. This, I bet, could have demolished it in no time. So very practical tool. Size wise, give you an idea. I mean, take a look. We know it's approximately 5 inches. I believe the blade itself is under 3 inches. We'll get the exact specs once I get down to the actual, you know, doing some tests and whatnot with it, assuming I don't, you know, cut myself and bleed out like a stuck pig. But anyway, like I said, not a survivalist so far. Yeah, it's got, as others pointed out, it's got the SCHF16 right on the blade, and Schrade right on the, you know, embossed right on the handle. Yeah, I look forward to testing this out. One thing I did want to take a look at before I let you go is the sheath and see how it fits. Everybody has had something to say about how difficult it is to get out once it's mounted. That went in very smooth, like it was barely anything. I know a lot of people said there's nothing to hang on to there. So that takes a bit of effort, but I mean, if you're going to be running around with this hanging around your neck, do you really want it to fall off? I mean, it's sharp and it's heavy. So let's see. Yeah, definitely not something you'd want to do over and over again with just your thumb. You know, we'll see how that loosens up after a few dozen tries. But you know, thumb by itself, you know, does pinch a bit. It does come off though. If you're holding it, much easier, assuming that's how it would be if it was hanging around your neck. So yeah, all in all, very impressed so far, you know. And I will get back with another video in the near future once I've had some things to test on. I need to go, you know, I don't know, molest a tree out back. I've only got one, so I've got to be careful what I do to it. But thank you all for watching, and you know, appreciate any comments, positive or negative. I don't have a lot of experience posting videos, so you know, if you've got any suggestions of what you'd like to see or what you'd like to see me do different, appreciate it. Thank you very much. This is the Mad Hatter, over and out.